Hello, Westford. The Planning Board postponed a decision on new signs for Kimball Farm. Next week is back to school for Westford students. And Westford has a new fire engine. I'm WestfordCAT board member Nancy Burns and a guest host for this week's show. WestfordCAT News is next. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to our free daily newsletter with all the latest Westford news delivered to your inbox. Just visit westfordcatnews.org and click on the red subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Planning Board members continued a hearing to September 17th for Kimball Farm's request to add signs for an entryway on Littleton Road. The business is seeking a special permit that would allow 3 signs without proper setbacks. Here is Craig Betcher, who handles facilities at Kimball Farm, displaying preliminary renderings of the proposed signs.
So right now, the way when that road was put in, we do have, the entranceway is set up with a garden on both sides of the gardens with stone wall abutments, but there was never any signage put in there, so to finish that off would be good to put, the way it's set up, one double-face sign really wouldn't work. The way the road is, the way the old growth trees on both sides, you wouldn't view this. So it lends better to have one single-face sign on each side, one facing west, one east. We are also not 20 feet back. What was designed there and originally with the stone walls in the gardens obviously is up closer to the road. There would be no vision of the sign if you were to go back to the 20-foot setup.
Chairman Kate Hollister attended remotely by speakerphone. Watch the entire meeting at westfordcat.org. And now for our feature of the week. It's back to school next week for Westford students. 1st through 5th graders return on Tuesday, August 28th, along with 6th and 9th graders for orientation. The remaining students begin on Wednesday, August 29th. WestfordCAT News Director Joyce Polino Crane sat down on August 21st with Westford Academy Principal James Antonelli for an overview of the coming year.
First and foremost, I mean, those of you that have driven around the school have seen that there's been a massive project going on at Alumni Stadium and Westford Academy Trustees Field with a brand new track. And all the things that go along with track, high jump and long jump and pole vault and so forth. The project started about 3 years ago with an investment kind of process about 3 years ago with the initial $350 coming from CPC. And then we went back, we got mitigation fund from the Summer Village that Dave Guthrie built. We had some additional funding from a GoFundMe account and so forth. And then again, the CPC came back with another $350,000. So it's been really a community effort. Really, really exciting, and the entire community is going to benefit from this because anybody can use the track in Westford at Westford Academy. So
that's wonderful. What else is going on?
Well, we're the One to World initiative. Again, a great initiative where all students at Westford Academy will have Chromebooks this year. We were going to be a year away. We were going to be a year away with the seniors not having Chromebooks this year. It was going to be 3 classes: the incoming freshmen, the new sophomores, and the new juniors. But we were able to work with the Westford Academy trustees, who again supported the field many years ago, came forward with a tremendous donation for the Chromebooks, the initial donation. The rest was supported by Westford Public Schools budget. And we have outfitted, with the help of Julie Boudreau, who's the Director of Digital Learning, Mike Wells, Gail Ann Sometti, and her team, and Julie Boudreau's team from Westford Public Schools. We've been handing out Chromebooks all summer long.
So what else is happening?
So 3 of us went to the, 3 of us, meaning Tracy McLaughlin, one of our guidance counselors, and Jenny Kravitz, who's our science curriculum coordinator, went to Montpelier, Vermont, and participated in the Anti-Defamation League training. And we're hoping to have 30 students trained this year, 3 6-hour days, along with our faculty, in respect for all. It was called a difference initiative and so forth. It was amazing. We had a great 3 days up in Vermont, and it had a lot of takeaways. The Anti-Defamation League is just about accepting differences and respect for all, and that's my message. You don't have to agree with everybody's background or how they go through life, but you do have to respect people and treat everybody's an individual, and they deserve to be an individual.
Along those lines, because it kind of fits in, what about school security?
So it's been a tremendous summer with that. Our school resource officer, Jeff Babau, our director of safety for the school system, Bob Ware, myself, and the superintendent worked for at least 6 different sessions, putting together a leadership team training, which we provided last week for our leadership team in Westford. All of our curriculum coordinators, assistant principals, central office staff, boots on the ground training, where we're talking about rally sites and reunification sites. This information is coming out to our parent community, and our students are going to be well informed about how to make sure we react properly. It's really one of those times where I feel like we as a school system are all on the same page, and the superintendent has been absolutely steadfast in supporting this. And I think the feedback that I got after last week from the leadership team was, wow, we really needed this, and we're a better system because of the work that was done. The other piece I'd like to just mention is, again, our Challenge Success program, which talks about the well-balanced child, the well-balanced student. And I always say you're only as happy as your least happy child. I've had 3. And so as a parent, you need to know that you're in charge, and you need to find that balance for your son or daughter, and we're going to continue to promote that. I just met with one of our student leaders, peer leaders, and she is going to start up a group of additional members, a student group that's going to be connected with our Challenge Success group, of other people who are parents and students and guidance counselors and teachers, to work together in collaboration, so that the stress and the mental health issues that we've dealt with over the last, my 10 years, 11 years as principal, has gone through the roof. And we need to have that collaboration between parents and students and the school building and the school administrators and the faculty, where we have to find that balance.
Jeff Bunyan was named athletic director this summer, replacing the previous director, Adam Gagney. Here he explains his background and the experiences he brings to the new position.
My background in education is a PE health wellness teacher. I've been doing that for the past 8 years. Prior to that, I was in business sales management for 20 years, and looked for a change, wanted to be part of this school, wanted to be part of athletics and physical education. That's what brought me to be a teacher. And then when this position opened up, I looked at my sales management background, and really the final piece of the puzzle that I needed was to be in a school, which I was for the past 8 years, and understanding the culture of Westford Academy and just the entire educational community in Westford. And it was an opportunity that I really wanted to take, and I feel that I'm very qualified for the job. I have an extensive background within athletics.
Yes, tell us a little bit about your athletics background.
Well, prior to, stepping back after college, I played a couple years of professional hockey in Sweden, and I've continued to, over the last 27 years, referee within the NCAA. Within Hockey East was my main conference, but I've refereed Beanpot Championships, Hockey East Championships, NCAA tournament games, including some Frozen Fours and a couple actual national championship games.
So thank you so much for speaking with us today, and welcome aboard. For WestfordCAT News, this is Joyce Polino Crane. See you around town.
Joyce Polino Crane visited the Nebnasset Fire Station on August 20th to see the new fire engine. The $600,000 vehicle arrived in town about 3 or 4 weeks ago and has already been out to numerous medical emergencies. Here's an update on the road work at Oak Hill and Groton Roads from town engineer Paul Sterrett. Contractors for MassDOT are waiting for utility workers to switch their wires to the new poles so they can remove the old poles. In the meantime, the foundations for the traffic signal poles are being installed this week so that the signals can be installed before winter. A new culvert will be installed next year. The goal is to complete the widening and install the new pavement over the next few weeks. Starrett asked us to remind drivers to slow down and drive with caution in work zones. Here's news from Town Hall.
Hi, I'm Jody Ross, Westford's Town Manager, here to give you an update. We've got a lot going on in town right now. Our new fire station on Boston Road is set to open in October. It's on schedule and under budget, and we're going to have a celebration at the grand opening, so stay tuned and we will notify you of that date. As we relocate the fire station out of the old station, we've been discussing building a new center building. And that did go to 2 town meetings now, and they have approved us to move forward with construction documents and be prepared for our spring town meeting. We will be discussing that at the next Board of Selectmen's meeting on August 28th. Another thing the Selectmen will be discussing on August 28th is possibly forming a new town school safety committee. And this group will be helping to advise the school superintendent and myself on any safety issues that we should be addressing in the schools and the town. We are discussing hiring a consultant who specializes in these sorts of situations to help advise us. The other thing is we are looking, as you know, we've been trying to sell the 12 North Main Street anodizing mill for several years now, and we are going to discuss that with the Selectmen again as we're trying to determine if we need to issue a new request for proposals coming up this fall. Speaking of this fall, we have a special town meeting coming up on October 15th at the Abbott School Gymnasium. It's 7 o'clock p.m. now, as we did change the time to start at our last town meeting. There's not a whole lot on that town meeting. We will balance the budget, so you're definitely needed for that. And those of you who've been following the Slider Committee, which is the senior and low-income tax relief group, they will be presenting an article to this town meeting. So please mark your calendars and join us. It shouldn't be a long town meeting, and we have very important business to do. Also, you may have noticed some sort of a lift in front of the town hall, and we are actually repairing some of the windows that weren't opening and closing properly. We want to make them safe for people to use, so we had to do a little touch-up, and the upper windows are too high to reach, so we do have a little device to help us with that. So that's what's going on in town. I urge you to subscribe to our town notices on our website, westfordma.gov. You'll get my newsletter every month, along with a lot of other postings and information on the goings-on in town. So thank you very much. Until next time.
Princess, an 8-year-old Bengal cat, is our featured adoptable pet this week at the Lowell Humane Society. Here's production coordinator Patty Stalker with more.
Be sure to stop by the Lowell Humane Society on Broadway Street in Lowell and check out all the uniquely beautiful pets looking for a new home. This week we meet Princess, a sweet little 8-year-old Bengal who likes to snuggle and be pet. Volunteer coordinator Marie Balageron has more.
My name is Marie. I'm the volunteer coordinator at Lowell Humane Society, and I'm going to talk to you about Princess, one of our adoptable cats. Princess is approximately 8 years old. She is a Bengal, and she came into us because her previous owner was having some health issues and realized that he was not able to care for her any longer. She did previously live with another cat that she really got along well with, so Princess actually would really like to go home with another cat that likes other cats. She used to cuddle with her friend, and they were quite good together. She has lived with dogs briefly. Wasn't the biggest fan. They did make her nervous, but if someone had a calmer, respectful dog, she would likely do okay with that, with proper introductions. And she did live with some children, so respectful, calm children would also be good for her. Miss Princess was described as a little bit of a diva in her previous home. Kind of things had to go her way, which, you know, cat. She can be a little bit shy when first meeting new people, but when she gets to know you, she is an absolute love, as you guys are seeing. One of her favorite things to do is to actually cuddle with her owner. She's a little bit of a lap cat, but only when she wants to be. She's not a huge playful cat. She doesn't necessarily want to, constantly play with the toys, but she does like to watch birds and things outside. And she also really likes to play with other cats. If you pick her up very gently, she will kind of just snuggle right into it. Let me see. You let me do that? Let's see. Hi. As you can see, she kind of hugs into my arm and she starts kneading right away because she's a little love. Thank you, girly. But she's just an absolutely wonderful cat and she is looking for a new home.
If you'd like to learn more about Princess or any of the other pets looking for a new home at the Lowell Humane Society, or if you'd like to volunteer, donate, foster a pet, or fill their wish list, visit their website at lowellhumanesociety.org. They're located at 951 Broadway Street in Lowell. Call 978-452-7781. You can also find them on Facebook. For Westford Cat, I'm Patty Stalker.
Here's Rekha Sharma with the health benefits of camphor.
Hi everyone, I'm Rekha Sharma, your Ayurveda practitioner, back with a new health tip for WestfordCAT News. Today I'm going to talk about camphor. Camphor is derived from the tree and has a wax-like appearance. Camphor reduces the oxidative stress, migraines, and headaches. It is excellent for eczema, psoriasis, and sunburns as it is a natural coolant. If you have chronic acne, it helps to revitalize the skin. It is one of the potent herbs used in the cure of dandruff and hair loss. It is also effective in osteoarthritis. Camphor can be diluted in water and applied to the affected skin areas. You can also mix crushed camphor with sesame oil and apply to painful joints. Camphor essential oil can be used in aromatherapy for lung problems. If you have any allergies, please contact your PCP before applying. I'll be back with a new health tip. Bye for now.
This is the time of year when summer heat waves give way to cooler, drier air. Let's see what the coming week will bring. Here's WestfordCAT Marketing Outreach Director Sarah Fletcher with suggestions for things to do in the area.
Thanks, Nancy. Jack Wang is presenting a college financial aid workshop at the J.V. Fletcher Library on Thursday, September 6th at 6:30 p.m. Jack will go over common questions such as how to save for college, options for paying, how to get more aid, and what factors are truly important. He'll also discuss how to avoid the unintentional mistakes that can ruin your chances for aid. The program is free and you can register at westfordlibrary.org. Fiddlers Natalie McMaster and Donnell Leahy will perform at Boarding House Park in Lowell on Saturday, September 1st at 7:30 p.m. Bring a low lawn chair and a picnic dinner and enjoy music under the stars. Tickets are $42 in advance and $45 on the day of the concert. To make a purchase, visit lowellsummermusic.org. I'm Sarah Fletcher, Marketing Outreach Manager for WestfordCAT. Back to you, Nancy.
That's it for now, Westford. We leave you with images of the Chinese Bible Church under construction in Chelmsford, where many Westford residents attend.